It's your girl Gel Beauty87 here, and today I figured we try out my Beautydealsbff Book of Magic palette. I've seen a couple of people I watch try this. Like, I know Colorful Camille used hers recently, and of course y'all know I watched when Karen used hers. I really like the color story of this palette. Mine was still packed away, that's why I had to show you the box first. But yeah, so it's 20 shades, and this thing, it was currently on sale like for $9 last time I checked. I was talking to Beauty Bean about it because she was talking about it was in her like wanting to buy list, and she ended up not buying it. But I told her about it, and she still says she's on her low buy. So I was like, okay, I respect you and your low buy, so I'm not gonna, you know, like try to tempt you to buy it. But it's a gorgeous palette, as you all saw. Like, and yeah, I feel like you already know where I'm going with this. We about to have a blue-green situation. We might even have some purple because I'm not doing any other eye looks today. So I'm gonna put that on the lower lash line, most likely the purple, since I already have purple in the waterline, if you can't tell. Then I can put on my mascara and my look at me, I think I'm sexy look. And then if I have any more eye looks to do today, I will be, you know, doing them with I will be I guess doing them with purple on the lower lash line, because I try not to wipe that off on the lower lash line just because I'm like, I don't want to, you know, mess it up. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try to use like some of these shades. This is looking like a shifty shade, so of course I'm gonna have to use that. I'm thinking about using it on top of this, and then maybe using like this and the navy blue, and maybe like this blue toward like the back of the eye, and then go with this one toward the front, since we're gonna use this as the outer V. Although I could use like the black during the outer V. I don't know. The point is, I know I'm going to definitely most likely use this, and I'm thinking some of these on the bottom, or maybe I'll do a couple of eye looks, one for IG and one for YouTube. Anyway, let me go off camera and figure out my life, because I'm like, I know what I most likely want to use, and I got an idea in my mind of what I'm going to do, so I will be back with that eye look, hopefully. Okay, so I have returned with the finished eye here with the palette. So I dipped into a few shades. I used this shade right here, this one right here, this one, this one, this one, what else? This one and this one. And I think I'm going to use this one for the inner corner, since I haven't done any inner corner yet. I'm thinking we're going to go with this light purple. But we will see when we get there, because I'm kind of feeling like the silvery vibe will give us a little extra oomph. And I did a similar look early, and I used the purple from there as the inner corner. So I'm thinking we're going to switch it up and do like this silver this time. But I did the silver with the last video I did, so it's like, I don't feel like the bronze color will work well. So I might just end up going with the purple. Or maybe we'll go, no, you know what, we're going to go in the inner corner with the blue. So I'm going to take this with a dual fiber brush from Sigma, the E31. Y'all know I love me a good Sigma brush. So, see how this turns out. It's really nice. Okay. Okay. As y'all can see, I put on mascara, and I actually put on the lower lash line. If you can't tell, I put the purple on the lower lash line. So I guess we can start off with that. Let me prime my lid, then we'll start off with that, because I know me, I'll automatically go into start, automatically go in to start trying to do the lid, and then I won't have anything on it and feel some type of way. So, we prime that, and then I'll go on with the two purples I put on the lower lash line, which is the two purples I just showed you. So, but yeah, to me, this is definitely giving me vibes of when I used the Celestial Storm palette and did that, like, eye look. I squeezed out quite a bit, so I'm trying to, like, slowly but surely buff and blend it out, since a whole bunch just randomly popped out. That's what I hate about when products get to the end. It's like you end up pushing out a whole lot that you didn't plan on squeezing out, because you have to try to squeeze it to get all the product out. But it's like at the same time, since I know I can't find this in full size anymore, and this is the only little small size one I got, I'm trying to like make it last, if you will. So take this brush, and I start off with the darker one. It's called Voodoo. Let's dust it down there. Yeah, I'm like so glad Christmas is almost here, just because I'm tired of having to go out and buy presents every week. I got everybody's present except like Adriangameover and my friend Mr. GQ. I'm gonna go get him one more present and his daughter one more present, then I'll be done. So I still got like 3 things to buy still, even though I've bought the majority of everything. I got my mom an iPhone 10 because she had like a 6 before I upgraded her finally. So I was like, well, finally upgrade my mom. And I mean, her Christmas present. She's like, well, I didn't really care about getting a phone. It's like, I know, Mom, but like, you know, it's on 6 and they don't even have buttons on phones anymore. So you're eventually going to have to learn how to use it without the home button. And she's like, she was struggling for a little bit better. I think she got it. She's had it for like a whole week now. So I feel like she should, you know, somewhat have it down a little bit better. I'm going to take the brush that's clean that I used to buff everything in on the other side and just dust underneath here. But yeah, so I'm like, I feel like she should be getting the hang of it. I started off with the navy blue shade, so of course I'm going to start with that. And just start and winging it out, everyone. If y'all haven't noticed lately, I've been trying to learn how to wing out my shadow without using like a cardboard piece of paper or something like I see other people do. And I think I've been doing actually an okay job, so how about that? Now I didn't bring it up like I normally do because I went in with the purple instead, so I put the purple on out of me and that's what we got to do. I just took it and start blending it here all nice and whatnot. But yeah, it's a really nice shadow, if you will. And I feel like all the shadows in this palette are extremely nice and blend extremely easily and are really pigmented. So that's another thing I like about the Beautydealsbff palettes. I feel like they are amazing at that. See, I feel like that pigmentation looks nice. And I did like halfway across the lid, and then I come back with the blue that you all see the second, do that on the other half. So I'm just trying to kind of build it up a little bit before I go into the next side. So that's looking pretty good. So I'm going to take this brush, going with that shade Bewitched, which is that bright green, and start filling that up here. I feel like it ends up looking lighter when I put on the lid than it does in the pan. I thought it was going to be a little bit darker, but you know, it ended up working out fine because once you put the blue on, the green on the lid, you can't really tell like too much of a difference, which I'm totally cool with. But I feel like I might have to build up the purple on the outer V just a little bit more, but we'll see. Like after I put the shimmer on, it might look more pigmented than it does right now, and then I don't have to worry about it. But if it doesn't, then I'll obviously build it up. I'm gonna take my clean brush and dust over this real quick. Then I'm gonna go in with the brown shade I showed you all at the top with my Sigma Detailed Diffuse Crease brush. So give it more airbrushed and, you know, blended effect. Like this palette just screams my name. Like if I could make a palette, I feel like this would be a good representation of blues, greens, and purples that I would put in a palette. So when I saw it, I was like, yes, I have to have it. But I was like, I know their palettes go on sale pretty often, so that's why I waited and held out. And I bought mine from $10.50, but they recently came out with it for $9. So, I mean, if you want to grab it, I definitely think you should. Spoiler alert, this palette is fucking awesome and you need it in your life. If you like blues and greens and purples like I do, you need this palette, sis, okay? That's all I can say. Go grab it now. So I started off with this ColourPop brush and put it on the lid. I used it just like to get my shape down, and then I went over on this eye with my finger with a second coat. But I just wanted to start off with the brush because I feel like I get a better idea of shaping it and making sure it covers the mattes and makes that look nice and even, and then I worry about, as far as the opacity goes, adding more with my finger. But I always start off with this one. That's one thing I don't necessarily like about their shimmers, but I think if I use a natural hair brush, it would have went all along a little better than using this brush. But you know, I'm fine with this one. It just takes a little bit longer to build it up, but I'll survive. Yes, I did that, and then I took my finger like this and just patted it on some more. Okay, I was gonna say, was my makeup remover white, but I left it on the bed, thank goodness. So take that and get it off my finger because I have to use that extra dual chrome shade. It's called Crystal. Turn my finger dry, and I had topped that on top of this shade. So we get the extra dramatic effect that's going on the lid right now. Put this on top. And put a nice little situation out on it. Like, yes, look, it's coming together lovely. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm taking a little more purple over here and just blend ever so slightly. Like so. And then I'm going to take the same thing with glue. Just blend a little bit more up here. Ever so slightly bit. Now take the clean brush again. And dust over everything. And now I'm going to take my little fiber brush on the inner corner with this blue shade Potion and go to town. Like, yes, go get your hands on this palette, y'all. It is amazing. I'm absolutely in love, obsessed, and all that good stuff. I'm over here just looking at myself in the mirror like, yes, okay, yes. Now, I don't think my lip necessarily goes with it. I know. It's fine, but I think you should definitely get your hands on this palette. It's only $9, and you saw how nicely it blended and how beautiful the shimmers and the mattes are. I swatched some of the shimmers just so you can see what they look like, but yeah. See how awesome that looks? They look stunning and amazing. So I definitely think you should get your hands on this palette. Again, it is $9, so run while they still having their last minute like sale, trying to get people to buy stuff for Christmas. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'm gonna put some mascara on this eye and go take some look at me. I think I'm sexy photos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.